Good thing he hit Tex in the skull. It's pretty hard.
My head feels like it's full of molasses. Yeah, another swell case for San Francisco's favorite punching bag. I suppose the fact that someone knocked me out must mean I'm on the right track. Whoever hit me did a thorough job. Must have interrupted his search of the apartment. Maybe that means he overlooked something.
Maybe. Oh boy.
An old rusty hot plate. The luxury of hotel living. A few plastic plates and cheap silverware. Malloy must have taken the good china with him. Whoever furnished the Ritz must have bought credenzas in bulk.
Always check the trash.
Nice wastebasket.
Nothing. Oop.
Man, what's this? Looks like a scarf. Ooh, this scarf reeks of cheap perfume. I guess Malloy must have had a lady friend in for a visit. And if the lady friend wore this scarf anywhere else in the neighborhood, she'd be pretty hard to forget. Maybe I should show this thing around and see what I can find out.
Yep. Over here. Okay.
That drafting table must be 70 years old. Look at all those drawers.
Oy.
Yeah, it looks like a business card.
Ooh, let's get all up into business.
Nothing to find. This warehouse is just down the street from the Ritz.
Acme Storage Company, 113 Chandler Avenue, San Francisco, California. We'll store your junk.
Envelope. Whoever wrote this has worse penmanship than I do. Either that or it's written in some weird language.
Weird language.
Yeah, it's an old photograph.
Regan, age 3. Look at your photograph. Whoa.
No play, bub. I never look at these personally, but I do remember this one. It was the Amazon Woman edition featuring 37 pages of full-color pictures. Nice.
Ah, sweet. I love watching women with one breast cut off shoot bows and arrows. I didn't know that many other people were into it, though.
I shudder to think about all the butts that have sat in that cushion through the ages. Damn, no spare change under here. Looks like Malloy made a special llama pal back in his younger days.
Llama.
The label on the box says it was shipped from Mexico. Airport of the Gods. My Uncle Marty owned a whole series of these books. Go-Karts of the Gods, Lunch of the Gods.
The lunch is probably pretty short. I'm pretty sure it's just ambrosia.
I loved this book when I was a kid. Aliens, spaceships, mysterious structures. Then I grew up and realized it was all a load of crap.
Uh-huh.
These boxes are empty. Wonder what they're doing here.
Well, nobody plans for a box to be empty forever, do they?
These boxes are empty. Yeah. Looks like a letter. I wonder who this David Wright is. And more importantly, if Malloy's been to his cabin in Oregon.
January 28th, 2043. Dear Thomas, I was delighted to receive your letter after all these years. It sounds as though your work is progressing well, and I look forward to having a few of our all-night discussions, just like the old days. You're certainly welcome to stay at my cabin as long as you'd like. It's extremely secluded, a perfect place to get away from prying eyes, or be assaulted by deadites. I can't meet you for at least a week, but I'll get there when I can. In the meantime, there's a key to the door under the brick by the front steps. I've come across an item I think you'll find interesting. I look forward to working out an exchange of information. The cabin is located exactly 8.4 miles south-southwest from a small town in Oregon called Salmonberry. You'll probably need a good map. It will be good to see you again. Sincerely, David Wright. Yay, we're gonna go to a cabin in the woods! Alright! That couldn't possibly turn out bad for us, could it?
And Lamp looks like an urn wearing a Chinese hat.
Da.
What a fabulous view.
Is that everything? Oof. When in doubt, get on the floor. Nope. None. Yeah. Chris Jones is actually very tall, so I'll just keep the height maximum here.
That door leads back to the hallway. Oh man, Chelsea's gonna kill me. I didn't realize how long I was out. God, almost 16 hours. I was out cold straight through our dinner date. She's never gonna believe me.
Nope. Look, Chelsea, I'm sorry. I really wanted to be there. It's just... somebody hit me in the head with a pipe. Yeah, I know. I got a dense skull, but still, it hurt, and it was enough to knock me out.
This door.
Yes, Tex. Yes.
This door leads out to Chandler Avenue.
Is she not here?
Oh, Chelsea's not at the newsstand. That's strange. I wonder if she's at her apartment.
She could be.
The Golden Gate Hotel was shut down a couple of months ago. Turns out it's a big fire trap. I hear the owners are planning on gutting it and then fixing it up.
Oh, I bet that made Ardo sad. What's this? What's this? There's a letter on the ground. What's this?
I guess this letter didn't quite make it into the mailbox.
What's this?
Uh-oh. Moral dilemma. To mail or not to mail? That is the question.
Let's keep it. They're orphans. Who cares about them? Hell no. Put that in the mailbox, Tex.
I may regret this the next time I'm eating dog food for breakfast, but right now it feels pretty good.
Quite so, yes.
The only thing in this neighborhood that's tackier than that marquee is Clint's toupee. Streetlights here work about half the time, and usually during the day. The title to this warehouse has been passed around more times than a 50-cent piece. Right now it's owned by Acme Storage.
Owned by Wile E. Coyote.
A sermon on the joys of not eating meat, to be delivered by Reverend Gary. Okay.
Okay.
This gate opens up to the alley behind the Golden Gate Hotel.
Yeah.
This dumpster smells like something died in it.
And he
Yeah, it looks like-
proclaimed in a mighty voice, "Woe be unto ye, eaters of flesh! Cursed are those who partake of the sausage patties and links and sizzling bacon. Cry for forgiveness, ye ingesters of honey-baked ham and all other manner of breakfast meats."
Chicken and jerking a little fast there, Gary.
I've heard about Crazy Gary, but we've never formally met. He appears occasionally in some nook of Chandler Avenue, ranting wildly like a space-age Moses strung out on Demerol and bad scotch.
And they cried out to him, saying, "But these are turkey-based products. They will not harm us." And he said unto them, "Yea, though turkey is the least of these, nonetheless a plague be upon thee and thy intestines."
Huh? Anything else?
"For in those last days thou shalt be visited by indigestion and heartburn and agonizing incontinence."
Ugh. There are doctors for that, you know.
"Lo, in thy folly thou shalt turn to antacids and bismuth and every variety of laxative. Ye shall cry out, 'We should have had to sell it.' But thy belly is stained with A1, and there is cholesterol in thy arteries.
I don't like the A1 steak sauce, but yeah, you're probably right. Tell me more, great sage. Tell me more. I love hearing this man talk. Assuming he has something to say.
I've heard about Crazy Gary, but we've never formally met.
He's got a wiggle and a jiggle. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Wiggle and a jiggle. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Wiggle and a jiggle. Uh-huh. Oh yeah. Hey, why not? Oh wait, no, that doesn't work. Silly me. Alright. Down, boy. Okay.
You! No, not you, the one in the hat. Have you not come to be healed?
Well, now that you mention it, it's kind of hurt when I go like this.
Then quit doing it.
Well, I see you know all the classic jokes. Let's see what else you know. Can you answer a few questions?
There is only one answer, and that is to partake not of the flesh, especially red meat, and choose instead the bulk and fiber of cereals, fruits, vegetables, and especially grains.
Uh-huh.
Oh, I get plenty of grains, of the fermented variety.
Ah, then you too are an imbiber of the blessed potations. Which do you prefer, rum or vodka?
Beer of the root variety.
Two great tastes that taste great together.
I, myself, prefer a nice single malt scotch.
I like scotch. I like to ask questions. Are you in the mood to answer some?
I'm afraid not. My congregation awaits. Now go and eat meat no more.
Sounds like a bottle of good scotch might loosen up Crazy Gary's tongue. I heard that Sal Lucido, the former owner of the Slice of Heaven pizza parlor, kept a first-rate stash of illegally imported booze somewhere on the street.
Alright, we'll go find your scotch.
This...
What that?
Some unlucky soul lost his wallet.
Oh.
So, my landlord dropped his wallet, and it's full of cash. Of course, I could return it.
You could be a good boy and return it, or you could be a bad boy and keep it. Yeah. Oh. What that?
I wonder why I never noticed this door here before. The Slice of Heaven's been vacant for months. During one of my previous cases, I did a job for the former owner, Francesca Lucido. Helped her get a divorce from her dirtbag husband, and she took him to the cleaners. Last I heard, she was dating some young stud named Julio and renting a condo in Miami Beach.
Hey, alright.
Yeah, floors and stairs in here are all pretty dusty. Doesn't look as though anybody's been in here for a while.
Dip.
The boxes are all covered with dust. Passageway doesn't seem to have been used in quite a while. That box looks like it's empty. Yeah, old shipping boxes.
Ooh!
It's a bottle of something. Yummy. 25-year-old scotch.
Muddy River Scotch. 100% something, 100% fresh spirits. Not used for conjuring the dead.
It's a piece of sheet metal propped up against the wall. It's...
Ooh.
I can't imagine where this door goes.
Oof. Oh, the alleyway behind Rook's pawn shop.
Rook's run the pawn shop for so long, the bricks smell faintly of piss and vinegar.
Because he's full of piss and vinegar. Oh, boy.
Sure looks like this door's painted on. Something's going on behind that window. Something I don't want to know about.
Best turn our eyes elsewhere then, hey?
Clint's old studio apartment. I wonder if it's for rent.
Probably.
A billboard for llama cigarettes featuring llama claws. Can't believe how much money these big corporations waste on stupid advertising. Man, I could sure use a smoke.
You're the type, Tex, who would never wake up to the fact that aliens have invaded the world and they're trying to get you to obey and consume and have sex and procreate. Well, we're over here. Louie!
These doors lead to the Brew and Stew. It's the only place in the neighborhood to get a decent meal.
Plus, it's got one of my favorite characters of all time.
Louie's Diner is more of a home to me than my place at the Ritz. Louie's probably my best friend if I have one. He's always making sure I get enough to eat, and he runs me tabs for months at a time. My current debt is up to $200. But with the smell of fresh coffee and Louie's special home cooking, the Brew and Stew always has the welcome sign turned on.
Life! I noticed you talking to that older gentleman last night. I bet Rook $20 that he hired you to do some work for him.
Yep.
Well, I'm happy to report that Rook owes you $20. Though I'm sure he's going to be real happy about paying off the bet.
I think Rook's only nice to members of the fairer sex, and not too many of them. So I was right. You did get a job.
Yeah, he did. He gave me a nice retainer, too. Thinking about spending some of the money on Chelsea. She'll let me.
Chelsea's like a souffle, Mike. Treat her real gentle, and don't hurry things too much. She's pretty soft inside.
Yeah, but she's all golden brown and she smells good. Whenever I get close to her, it's hard to keep from drooling all over myself.
Maybe that's your problem. A girl like Chelsea needs you to be close, but not too close. You know what I mean?
Shift gears, take movie literally. Been there, done that.
So what are we talking? 3 feet? 4? What?
You know, I'm starting to understand why Chelsea hasn't gone out with you.
Oh.
So what can I do for you?
Darn. Not the right choice, I don't think.
You're okay in my book, Mike. Yeah, I remember this guy. Came in here to eat a couple times. Probably a month ago. That's the guy in the photo, right? I only saw him the one time. I remember this scarf. And the perfume on it. Young, blonde girl. Came in here a while ago. In fact, she came in here with the guy in the photograph.
No.
she was real pretty, though a little heavy on the makeup. I think she said her name was Emily. I don't know anything else about her.
Huh.
Crazy Gary's trying to start some kind of feud with me. Says I'm killing all my customers with my food. Good thing no one takes him too serious.
Indeed.
That warehouse changes owners like partners at a square dance. I guess it's some kind of storage unit now.
Oh, it is a warehouse.
I guess that's the name of the girl who sings up at the Fuchsia Flamingo. I haven't seen her in action. I saw Malden a couple weeks ago when the cops came by to clean out Rusty's place. He hasn't changed much, except around the waistline. I don't know who she is. I'm pretty sure I've never heard that name. I don't like to talk bad about people, so I got nothing to say about Nilo. Rook's just an ordinary son of a gun, but believe it or not, he's pretty soft underneath. What are you asking about me for? I ain't nothing special.
That is not true at all, Louis. You are incredibly special. You are a wonderful person. And gosh darn it, I love you sometimes. Okay, I love you all the time, actually.
Chelsea's the sweetest girl I've ever met. There's nothing I'd like more than to see you two together. You're okay in my book, Mike, no matter what anyone else says.
Well, yeah.
Ritz Hotel. It's not much, but it's better than... well, it's no worse than a dumpster.
Hey, Nilo, found something that belongs to you.
Nilo is under...
Yeah.
Como está, P-Brain? Must be nice now you don't need to sneak in through the back. So, what do you want? Got a whole new respect for you, Snotface.
This door...
We know, Tex. We know. Alright. Let's go see the Reverend. Reverend!
And he lifted his voice and prophesied, in those days they shall pervert the innocent pimento. Innocent pimento! By wrapping it in a loaf of luncheon meat. And it will be an abomination.
What if I got to use this whole speech for my voicemail message?
And those who have committed this iniquity will be visited by fire. and damnation and the wrath of Salmonella!
So listen up, folks.
And when the final seal is opened, then cometh the beast of the apocalypse, clad in red, and rots with evil filth. Ye shall know it by these signs. It will be girdled in mustard and wear a crown of relish, the abomination of abominations, the Babylon of meat products, the hot dog.
Oh, I could go for a foot-long coney right about now. Oh, yeah.
I've heard about crazy.
Yeah.
I happen to be in the middle of a very important sermon.
No, I know.
Well, I brought you an offering.
Scotch.
How may I assist you, O venerable giver of the precious potation?
Just let me assault you with questions.
I saw this man but once, strolling along the thoroughfare. He appeared to drop an article of some sort. When he bent to retrieve it, I espied an object fall from his pocket. It turned out to be a key. You may indeed have the key, and I wish you luck in locating the poor man.
Oh. Thanks.
That appellation is foreign to me. A name with which I am totally unfamiliar. I have been summoned by a greater power to preach against the forces of red meat and its kin. It is my calling in life, and I fear no man.
Oh, that's admirable enough.
I have seen the warehouse, but have never entered therein. I have seen the name advertised, and it speaks to me of unbridled lasciviousness.
No doubt.
My ignorance is regrettable.
That's okay.
That appellation is foreign to me. A name with which I am totally unfamiliar. The cretin is a veritable slaughterhouse. If he approaches to within eyesight, I fairly retch from the foul odor.
Yeah, that's spot on.
Psycho preacher! That's what the foul little man calls me. A curse be upon his pancreas.
Specifically his pancreas? Why? I really love my pancreas. Doom, 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 doom. My pancreas attracts every other pancreas in the universe with a force proportional to the product of their masses and inversely proportional to the distance between them. Don't you know you gotta flow, 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 pancreatic juice, flow, flow, to the duodenum, won't you flow, 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 pancreatic juice, flow, flow, to the duodenum.
That nefarious parasite? His very livelihood subsists on polluting the intestines of all the inhabitants in our fair locality. I have waged war upon him and his ilk, and only one of us will live to tell the tale.
Now, just a suggestion here, Crazy Gary. Reverend Gary, pardon me. Have you ever considered starting a war with Golden Corral? Might be a better use of your time. Just think about it. Golden Corral. I think you would find quite a bit to wage war about with that one.
Ah, the lovely creature who administers at the local newsstand. A sweet flower. Your taste in Scotch is unquestionable. For that fact alone, I can bear the stench of digesting meat emanating from your every pore.
I've never thought about this before, but what if Gary is a mutant and his mutant power is a heightened sense of smell where he actually can smell the digesting meat in your body? That would be interesting. That would be very interesting.
I guess they have to keep this door locked now that people are storing their stuff here.
That tracks. Hey, whoa. Back. Hold on. Yes! Open sesame. Ooh.
Arr, well, shiver me timbers. It's a pirate's chest.
Yo ho ho, yar.
These are either oxygen tanks or artillery shells.
There's actually piratical stuff in here.
Well, blow me down. It's a Lucky Pierre signature souvenir pirate hat.
Must belong to the guy with a hook. That's a nasty hook. You can put an eye out with that thing.
Ah,
Must belong to the guy with a hook.
doing in order.
That sword looks pretty sharp. It's probably the reason for the peg leg.
Arr, a peg leg.
I hope all the prosthetic devices didn't belong to the same pirate.
I think you know they did. Yar.
These crates are all rotting comfortably.
Yeah. Health Department notice. This building has been condemned by the City of San Francisco Department of Health and Human Services. Ah.
Sheesh. The way my luck's been going, this will probably be my next apartment. What's this? It's a crate, with Thomas Malloy's name stenciled right on the side. I'll need to move it out of that tight corner before I can open it. The sliding unit has moved to the end of the track right above Malloy's crate. That box looks like it's empty. These are either...
I'm alright. I'm alright. Just coughing.
Sheesh. The way my luck's been going, this will probably be my next apartment. Control box. This button must turn on the pulley system. This button probably lowers stuff. The slots on the trolley are lined up with the ring on top of Malloy's crate. Now I just need to find something to connect them with.
Bink!
Well, the hook appears ready for action.
We just hope the wood's not rotted.
Looks like the button could...
Yes, yes, yes.
No sense. That ought to do the trick. Looks like something fell out of Malloy's crate.
Map. Southeast Asia.
What's this? It's a crate with Thomas Malloy's name stenciled right on the side. Plains of Nazca. I don't see any airplanes.
Whoa. Man, I started fake coughing over this coffin, and suddenly I'm actually coughing. I was coughing a little too hard. Oh, spin me right round. Like a record, baby. Right round, round, round. Okay. Okay. Whew. Hey, what's this?
It's a rug or a wall hanging. Well, this is certainly an interesting design. I wonder what type of symbols these are.
Probably the symbolic type.
What's... This stored gear looks like surveyor's equipment. Malloy must have been a pretty versatile guy.
Sure was. That's everything from there, right? Yeah. Well. You know, I forgot to ask around about the untranslated letter.
Smells like Louie's got a batch of his special chili simmering in the kitchen over at the Bruin stew.
Yep.
How's your case coming along? Anything I can do to help?
Just as long as you're here to keep giving me some of your wonderful wisdom, Louis, that's all the help I'll need.
Well, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say it's written in Yucatec. It's a Mayan language spoken in southern Mexico. I can't help you with the translation, though. You know who might be able to help you is Clint. I heard he's quite a world traveler. You might give it a try.
Yeah, I might give it a try. Seriously. Thank you, Louis. Thank you, Louis. You're great. Hey. True, but, you know, we've all been down those weird little research rabbit holes. Maybe he did a deep Wikipedia dive, and that led him to it or something. Who knows?
Coit Tower was one of the few San Francisco landmarks that survived World War III fully intact.
Yep. It is a fine tribute to manliness. Really? Yucatec support? Good on you, Dave. Good on you, Dave. Whoop. Clint's Loco Cabeza. No, wait, Clint's Coco Cabana.
Oh, the Coco Cabana. I heard that Clint, the local chocolate junkie, opened some kind of business up at Coit Tower.
I wonder what it could be.
The Coco Cabana was just opened by a reformed bum named Clint. I met him during my last case when he was living in a dumpster in an alley behind Rook's pawn shop.
Yeah.
I thought I'd just come by, check out your place. Maybe order myself a snack. How about a vanilla shake?
Vanilla's for pansies. The only thing I serve here is pure creamy chocolate. And if that's too strong for you, well, then get lost.
Okay, well, let's see the menu. Oh, your house special looks interesting. Clint's enchanting chocolate chili. That come con carne?
Read the sign again, bonehead. It says, sorry, no carne. Besides, I'm all out of the chocolate chili. Sorry.
Of course you are.
Tell you what, why don't you surprise me? I'd like something tasty, but not too rich.
Sorry, I happen to be out of everything at the moment. In fact, I was just about to close up for the day. So unless you have something important on your mind, well, why don't you just run along?
You're out? What is this, the cheese shop sketch? Have you got any Limburger? Do you in fact have any cheese at all? No, not a scrap. I was deliberately wasting your time. But I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to shoot you.
Louis told me that you might be able to help me out.
Ah, how's that?
Well, he says you're quite a world traveler. Tell me what you make of this.
Let's see.
Ha
Here it is. The cheese
Yeah?
factory
Cheese.
is on fire. Hell, I can't read any of that crap. Jesus, I tell Louis I went to Tijuana a couple times and now what? Suddenly I'm Marco Polo?
The cheese factory's on fire. No wonder he didn't have any cheese at that cheese shop. I just flowed right into the whole cheese shop sketch thing. Oh, boy.
Nope. Drawing a complete blank.
I mean, I'm looking at this guy right here, right now, and I'm thinking of Tesla effect, and I'm thinking, how is it even the same person? Was their makeup at this point just so good that he just totally doesn't look like the actor at all? I don't know. But it's hard. It's a little hard to reconcile sometimes. Maybe it's just the difference between low def this and high def Tesla effect. Anywho.
Nope. Drawing a complete blank. Emily? Yeah, you must be talking about the girl who sings at the Flamingo. She's come by here a couple times with a gigantic guy named Gus Leach.
Gigantic guy named Gus Leach.
He runs the Fuchsia Flamingo, and he might be Emily's boyfriend. They come by every once in a while and order the bliss on a biscuit. Actually, now that you mention it, the last time those two were here, Leach dropped a key under his seat, and I didn't find it until after they left. I've been meaning to run it down to the Flamingo, but if you're gonna go that way, Drop it off for me.
Sure. Why not?
Everyone thought I was nuts till that lunatic moved into the neighborhood. That's Emily's stage name.
Ah.
This scarf belongs to Emily. Love that perfume. Smells almost as good as fresh chocolate.
Yummy, yummy, yummy. Fresh chocolate. Delicious. Hello, Plume Gus. Thank you for coming. How's your day been?
Oh, I wish I could help you. Can't say I've heard of it. Oh, I wish I could help you. Nilo, an open sore on the face of humanity.
Yeah.
At one point, I had to choose between living at the Ritz and living in the dumpster. I took the lesser evil.
Everybody has such good slams against Nilo.
That blood-sucking tightwad. He wanted me to pay rent for living in the dumpster outside of his pawn shop.
Oh, you said he didn't really raise much of a fuss back in during the Pandora during the Underkilling Moon case.
That guy's a real gem. Hell of a cook.
Hell of a gem, hell of a guy. Oh, I love Louis so much.
Chelsea's a nice girl. But whatever happened between us was over long ago. Don't let the torch she still carries for me stand in your way.
She's probably carrying it because it's the best way to get you away from her. Like, it's like Frankenstein and fire.
So Emily works at the Flamingo with someone named Gus Leach. Now that I got the key, maybe I should go ahead and pay him a little visit.
Ah, yes. Let us go. Ah, yep. Zoom, 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 zoom. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Passing it. Here we go.
The Fuchsia Flamingo certainly has the nicest doors on the street.
Doors which we currently cannot enter. Oh well, too bad. Yeah. This way. This way. Back this way. Come on. Nope.
So, this door is the delivery entrance for the Fuchsia Flamingo.
Yes. But where's the actual door? Oh, there it is.
It looks like trash to me. Of course, one man's trash is another man's treasure.
Especially when they're throwing out perfectly good furniture and things like that. Striper!
This is the old Zebra building. They went out of business a long time ago. I think they made prison uniforms.
Yipes. Stripes.
Sure, I live in a fire trap, but at least there's no shortage of fire escapes.
At least. That too.
Looks like this side of the Fuchsia Flamingo didn't get painted. You can still see all the old markings from when it was the Bijou Theater.
Well, why fix up what nobody's gonna see?
Looks like this side of the Fuchsia Flamingo didn't... This must be the back door to the Flamingo.
Alright.
This little baby's my ticket into the Fuchsia Flamingo.
Ah, what a cute little key. Here we go. One of my other favorite characters in this game. Yeah!
Didn't mean to wake you, Emily. I'm sorry. How did you get in here?
I just love those nasal passages.
You recognize this? It's your key. You dropped it down by Coy Tower, but I brought it by just to check and make sure it was the right one.
Well, you're a regular Boy Scout, aren't you?
I do believe the MIDI music got stuck.
Yeah, and now my mom gets to sew my breaking and entering merit badge right on my sash.
What's that smell?
Ooh, that smell? Can't you smell that smell? Nope.
I'm not sure, but my best guess is this is what you're smelling. Oh, it's not mine. Really?
Where'd you get this?
It's not yours, good, but honestly, Tex, you'd look good in it.
Well, I found it next door at the Ritz. That's where I live, and I've been trying to find out who it belongs to.
I'll make sure it gets to the right person. Now, why don't you run along before I call the cops?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think Mr. Leach and I hit it off pretty darn well. At least he told me what I wanted to know. Emily lives at the Flamingo. Now I'll just have to find another way into the club, get past that big mutant. Maybe Chelsea could help. Seems to me she mentioned having a membership to the club. If she's home, I'll apologize and see if she'll go out for a drink with me. Maybe at the Fuchsia Flamingo.
Ah, finally. That background droning was getting to be a little annoying.
Dumpster smells like a compost pile, only worse.
Compost piles are more useful, I'm sure.
Ah, the famous Chandler Avenue trash wall. Some local vagrants consider this a holy place.
Iesu Domine, ora eris requiem. Trash wall. Oh. Let's just travel, huh? Oh, Chelsea!
When I get to Chelsea's apartment at the Four Gables, there's a knot in my stomach as big as a cantaloupe. She's probably convinced I stood her up. I'll be lucky if she even talks to me.
Hi. You're just a little late, aren't you?
Well, you see, the detective business can be dangerous.
Okay. I know this looks really bad, and you're probably really upset with me.
You're damn right I'm upset. I didn't deserve to be stood up.
And I never, ever would.
It's not what you think, Chelsea. I was working on this case and I got jumped by someone. I was out cold the whole time I was supposed to be here.
Oh, I have heard a lot of lame excuses, but this has got to be the worst one ever.
You should have heard the one I gave to the hotel last week.
I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's true. I was out for like 16 hours.
And why should I believe you?
I told you before, Chelsea, I am crazy about you. And I'd do anything to make you crazy about me. I couldn't help not being here last night. But if you're not going to believe me, we might as well call it quits right now. I mean, we'll never get anywhere if you can't take me at my word.
You're right. I'm sorry. I was just really looking forward to seeing you, and, well, then you didn't come, and well, I figured you'd changed your mind.
Yeehaw! I think I'm still good on this path, but just in case. Let's save my first time.
Wow. You were really looking forward to having me over? Me? Tex Murphy?
Gosh, Tex, you are such a dope sometimes. Are you sure you're okay?
Well, he's Tex Murphy, so reasonably.
Yeah, I'm fine. It's not like I've never taken a shot to the head before. It's hard to believe my brain still works.
You really shouldn't set yourself up like that.
Yeah, I know. But hey, speaking of setups, I think we both need a drink. What do you think about tying one on down at the Fuchsia Flamingo?
I am really not in any shape to go out for a drink. I've been up all night and I am a total wreck. Give me a day or two to recover and, well, we'll start all over. Okay?
Okay.
I am sorry that you had a bad night. And I'm even more sorry that I got so mad at you. Have a good night.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Fuchsia Flamingo proudly presents your entertainment.
I fly back home and walk over to the front door of the Flamingo. Luckily, someone other than Leach is checking the memberships. I get a nice older couple to sponsor me, and I'm in like Flynn. Looks like Lucy Love is wearing the scarf I gave to Leach. Nice to meet you, Emily. Now I just gotta figure out how to get a minute of your time. Unfortunately, Leach hasn't taken his eyes off me since I sat down. He's probably wondering how I got in. I better get a move on before he throws me out. As soon as he gives me an opening, I'll see if I can slip upstairs to Emily's apartment.
name. I mean it.
Hold on. I just need to talk to you for a minute.
What do you want?
My name's Tex Murphy. I'm looking for Thomas Malloy.
I know you.
Have we met?
No, you're a detective, right? Listen, I have to get ready for my next set. Why don't you have a seat right over here? I've heard you can help people.
I do my best.
You think you can help me?
That depends on the problem.
I think someone's gonna murder me.
Why would you think that?
It started a couple days after Thomas left. I got a weird call. Someone asking where Thomas had gone. I told them I didn't know, and they hung up. A couple days later, I found a note in my room. After I read it, I was so scared. I told Gus. He told me not to worry about it. That it was just some freak who gets off on scaring women. But I know it's not like that. It's serious.
Oh, this sounds like something the police ought to handle.
Gus says he'll protect me. He doesn't want the police or anyone else taking care of me. I know he means well. But sometimes... But he's always been so good to me. I don't know what to do.
I'll need to take a look at the note, if you still got it.
I do. But I tore it up after I read it. I was gonna throw it away, but I decided to save it and give it to the police.
Good girl. Now, have you received any calls or messages like this since then?
No. But I feel like someone's watching me.
I'll check that out. By the way, did you tell me your real name?
Emily. Emily Sue Patterson.
Listen, Emily, I'll do what I can. But you gotta promise me that you'll tell me everything about Dr. Malloy.
Well, that's probably fair. I think I can trust you. Why are you looking for him?
Actually, I was hired by a friend of his to find him.
Hey, Emily, you're on it. What the hell are you doing in here?
Gus, it's okay. He just came up for an autograph picture. I'll be right
Get the photo
down.
another time. Get the hell out.
We were done anyway. Good night, Lucy.
Don't bother going back to your table. Just keep on walking right out of my club. If I see the flamingo again, I'll break your legs.
Well, my bar tab's on the table. Guess that means the drinks are on you. Night, Leech.